Cardinal George Pell, the Vatican's former finance minister, helped to launch an initiative last night aimed at financial reform within the church.
It's one thing to have a spiritual vision, which comes from Christ. It's another thing to have a plan or a project. And of course, to implement those things, you need managerial skills.
Cardinal Pell was making one of his first appearances since being acquitted of child sexual abuses in his native Australia. He was taking part in the launch of the Global Institute of Church Management. Joining us now is Father Luis Navarro. He is the rector of the Pontifical University of the Holy Cross in Rome, which will oversee this new initiative. Father, welcome to the show. Tell us about the Global Institute of Church Management, why it was founded, and what type of work it will do.
Well, the Global Institute for Church Management was established yesterday and launched yesterday in order to help to promote the program of church management that we started 3 years ago and had a great success. In these 3 years, there were more than 110 students participating, coming from more than 50 different dioceses and religious institutes, and also lay people.
What did Cardinal Pell happen to say last night in his remarks?
Well, it was great to have Cardinal Pell and to listen to him and to hear his video. But one of the things that struck me is that he started speaking about his experience in jail, how this led him to pray a lot and to be very united to Christ. Secondly, he started to speak also about the need of promoting this culture of a good administration of temporal goods in the church. This is one of the big issues that we are facing in the church. He was saying that I will read his exact words because I think they are very, very important to say. And his words were to say that the church is not a business provides no justification for us to be inefficient, much less corrupt. And he recalled the fact that Saint Teresa of Calcutta used to say that money is more dangerous than sex. We have seen that we had a big sexual abuse scandal in the church in the last decades. We all remember the Dallas Charter and what has meant. But also we know that in the church one big scandal is the financial, how the finances are done and used in the church. The church has to use the temporal goods because it's a need, but for the right aims of the church, at the service of the church, at the service of the poor. We have to set up a church that it's also a church for the poor.
Oh, Father, what do you hope will come from this initiative?
Well, we expect that all around the world there will be people knowing how to administer better the temporal goods of the church. Among our students, we had many priests, religious, also lay people. But I understand that in the future, a lot of lay people will be in charge of the administration of temporal goods in the church. And if they do the job properly, not only from the technical point of view, but also from the following all the principles of the church, and especially the social doctrine of the church, we will be able to become holy also in the administration of temporal goods.
Oh, Father, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. We truly appreciate it. Father Luis Navarro, rector of the Pontifical University of the Holy Cross. Thank you again, Father.
Thank you very much to all of you, and thank you for your prayers.